What's going on, everybody? This is Ryan A. Polk, and welcome to the wrap up. And today I'm going to review Coming to America, which stars Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall, who reprised their roles in the movie. And also reprising, you got James Earl Jones and John Amos. They're back. And we also got some new faces in this movie, such as Leslie Jones, Wesley Snipes, and Jermaine Fowler. And in this movie, you got Prince Akeem. He finds out that after like 30 years later, he has a son, and he is going back to America to find him. And his son is played by Jermaine Fowler. And this movie, it was supposed to be, I believe it was supposed to be released, it was supposed to be released in theaters. I mean, yes, it most likely was supposed to be released in theaters because, you know, it's the Coming to America sequel. But instead, you know, because of this stupid pandemic situation, of course, got released to Amazon Prime. And and you want to know something? This movie is on the good movies, of 2020. I mean, before I had saw it, and when I was hearing reviews about it, you had so many people who just kept on saying like, "Ah, man, no, this movie was terrible, man. This movie was not all that. This movie ain't nothing like the first one." Well, I mean, when it comes to a sequel, you never know. I mean, a sequel could not always be better than the first one, or a sequel could be better than the first one. But when I had watched it, I was just like, okay, I mean, this movie. I ain't gonna say it's like the best. It ain't the best comedy movie of all time, but it's also not a terrible movie. It wasn't as bad. It wasn't bad like the way people was making it seem like it was. I mean, the only stuff that I thought was bad about it was that I felt like that maybe, they was just like the movie. There was some parts where like they was just doing just way too much in the movie. Like, I'm not a spoiler because that's not what I do, but like when there was just some stuff they kept on doing like too much in the movie as far as for like when it came to like performing, like songs and stuff and like dances and stuff, and also just like adding some extra scenes, just like adding some extra stuff in the movie that I felt like really couldn't have been added. And when it came to the special effects, like you could tell that there was some CGI used in this movie. And it was yet one of those things where they had used too much CGI. Like you could tell, like some of that stuff you could tell looks animated, and to whereas in the first one, back then, CGI wasn't a thing, and you couldn't even tell nothing was animated. But yeah, I mean, they definitely are taking way too much advantage of this CGI stuff. But still wasn't a terrible movie. And Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall, they still got it. I mean, Eddie Murphy, he's still funny, and Arsenio Hall is too, and Jermaine Fowler, I think he did a good job playing Eddie Murphy's son in the movie, and Leslie Jones, she was funny, and you got Wesley Snipes who pretty much plays like he's the antagonist in the movie. He did good. So definitely good choices of picks for this movie. And judging by how the way it ended, could a third one be made? Yes. I mean, I believe I did see something on social media about a third one being planned already. And if a third one does be made, I will check it out. And now, was this better than Coming to America 1? No. Man, Coming to America 1 is always going to be a classic, and yeah, it's not better than the first one. And if this was playing in theaters, would I have been satisfied if I saw it in theaters? I probably would have been more satisfied if I would have saw this on a discount day. Like as I mentioned in my other reviews, we do have a theater here that's where the movie theater is $6 on Mondays, and if I would have paid $6 to go see this, then yeah, I wouldn't be wanting my money back. But coming to America, I leave it on the good list of movies for 2021 because of how the way the acting was, good acting, and then you had Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall, who are still funny, and other comics that was in the movie, and the way the storyline was. I mean, the storyline it was pretty good, and understandable, and I know that, like, some people's probably thinking like, okay, was it even necessary to even have a sequel to Coming to America? I think it was, just because of the way of the storyline. So, Coming to America, for its grade, I give it a B. I give it a B, and out of 5 stars, I give Coming to America 3 out of 5 stars. So, if you do have Amazon Prime, go check it out. Definitely check it out, because, it's Coming to America, and I think you will be entertained with it. I don't think you probably might not be too bored with it. I mean, you may get bored, probably, but, I mean, honestly, I think it'll have to take a lot probably to get bored with it. Now, you might not be a little bit entertained with it, probably not. You probably might not be too much entertained with it as you was with the first one, but, I mean, still check it out. So, until then, this is Ryan A. Polk with the wrap-up, and if you like this video, hit like, feel free to comment below on what you thought about the review, or if you've seen the movie, feel free to comment below what you thought about the movie, and if you want to see more reviews from me, hit that subscribe button to see some more